All right, let's talk about something really important. What's the one thing that separates a good manager from a truly transformational leader? I think it comes down to this: the ability to not just manage a team, but to pull them, to inspire them toward a future they can't even see yet. And that's exactly what we're going to break down today. So, here's how we're going to tackle this. First, we'll look at a problem I'm sure many of you have seen: the busy but totally uninspired team. Then, we'll get into the huge difference between goals and vision. After that, we'll talk about how to really answer that big why question, and then how to get everyone on the same page. And finally, we'll reveal the one secret sauce skill that makes all of this actually work. All right, first up, the busy but uninspired team. Let's talk about how to spot the signs when a vision is missing in action. So I want you to really think about this for a second. Take a hard look at your team. Are they just busy? Checking off boxes, getting through tasks? Or are they truly committed? Is there a spark, a real sense of shared purpose in what they're doing? Because honestly, the gap between those two things, it's massive. And here's the kicker: the place where so many leaders get it wrong. You see a team that's productive but not passionate, and you think, oh, I've got a motivation problem, right? But the truth is, it's almost never a motivation problem. It's a vision clarity problem. Your team isn't inspired because you haven't given them a clear, compelling picture of the future to be inspired by. It's that simple. Okay, this leads us right into our next big idea: the difference between goals and vision. And believe me, this is a trap that so many well-meaning leaders fall straight into. Think about it like this. Goals are transactional. They tell people what to do. Hit the sales number or ship that product by the end of the quarter. They're tasks. But a vision is totally different. It's transformational. It tells people why they should even want to do it in the first place. It's the meaning behind the metric. And that why is so important, it gets its own section. Let's talk about answering the why and what a powerful vision really truly does for a team. I absolutely love this idea: a gravitational force. Just think about that. You're not constantly pushing people, you're not micromanaging them or prodding them along. Instead, a powerful vision pulls everyone in. It becomes this central sun that everything else, all the behavior, all the decisions, all that energy, just naturally starts to orbit around. You don't have to force it. So, okay, how do you actually build that gravity? Well, your vision has to answer 3 key questions that, trust me, every single person on your team is asking, even if they're not saying it out loud. Number 1, where are we going? Like, for real. Number 2, why does it even matter that we get there? And number 3, and this is maybe the most important, what's my part in this? How does the stuff I do every day actually help make this big future a reality? You miss one of those, and the whole thing just fizzles out.
All right, so let's say you've done it. You've crafted this incredible, compelling vision. Great, but that's only step 1. The real work, the place where leadership is won or lost, is in the alignment. This is where the rubber really meets the road.
Alignment is basically about walking the talk. It means your words and your actions are in perfect sync. When you say one thing is a priority, do your decisions and your budget actually back that up? Does your team see the connection between the future you're painting and the work they're doing today? Because when they do, that's when you go from just having buy-in to having real, unstoppable momentum.
And this is the magic part. When you get alignment right, something incredible happens. You don't have to be in the room for things to go well. The vision itself becomes the guide. Your team starts to self-correct. They make smarter decisions on their own. Why? Because everybody has the same internal compass. Everybody knows which way is north.
Okay, that brings us to our final piece of the puzzle. We've talked about vision, we've talked about alignment, but what's the actual skill a leader needs to make all of this happen? What's the one thing holding most leaders back? It's this right here: strategic narrative communication. It sounds a little fancy, but honestly, this is the fundamental skill that separates the leaders who truly inspire from the managers who just give orders.
So what does that actually mean? It's your ability to take that big, complex vision in your head and translate it into simple language that people can connect with on an emotional level. It's the difference between saying, we need to optimize our cross-functional synergies and saying we're going to build something that people will absolutely love to use. It's about telling a story and then living that story through your actions.
And when you get this right, everything changes. Your team starts moving with real intention, not because you're pressuring them, but because they want to. Change stops feeling like this scary, disruptive thing and starts feeling like a purposeful step forward.
And maybe best of all, accountability isn't something you have to enforce anymore. It becomes a shared value, a promise the team makes to each other.
So, we'll leave you with this final powerful question, because at its core, leadership starts with seeing a better future that others don't see it. So I want you to ask yourself, really, what is the future that only you can see? And more importantly, what's the story you're going to tell to bring everyone else along with you?